Hello, my name is Patrick Murphy and I'm the Superintendent of the Olympia School District. I know many of you have been receiving messages from us over the last couple of weeks via email, but today we wanted to connect in a different format. In this message, we wanted to focus on academics and have a special message for our students. Earlier this week, Governor Inslee announced that school buildings statewide are closed for the remainder of the school year. But learning must continue. This might not have come as too much of a surprise to many of us, but I think deep down we were hoping that we might be able to get back into school this year. We understand the sadness, the sense of loss, the frustration that many of our families and particularly our students are feeling. Our seniors in high school particularly are going to be missing out on some things that they've done traditionally: prom, graduation, signing yearbooks, or that wonderful tradition in Olympia where they wear their cap and gown and visit their former elementary school to reconnect with teachers and show those young students what it's like to endure through 13 years and succeed in our school district. Elementary students won't be able to take part in things like Camp Cispus, which has been a tradition in our community. But for all of our students, the joy of just being with classmates, performing at school concerts, participating in sports and competing at conferences, all of those things, there's a sense of loss that we won't be able to do those things. And on behalf of the school board, all of the educators and staff in our district, I just want to say that we recognize this is a difficult time for many of you, particularly our students and our families. And I want you to know that even with our schools closed, we are working right now to get creative and work with our community to find creative ways to honor some of these end of the year celebrations like graduation and other traditions. It might look a little bit different, but we're working on it. So stay tuned for more information about that and also for opportunities to participate and help with that planning. Next week, we intend to launch a webpage, particularly for the class of 2020, that will answer many other questions as well, including information from the State Board of Education about graduation requirements, AP and IB testing, and more. We're also going to be updating our families about specific questions like, when's the last day of school? Which at this point seems like it'll be June 19th, but we will confirm that and get that out. We're also going to be talking about how do you get your personal belongings from school, since school is closed, which is a little bit difficult to arrange in a stay home, stay healthy order. This pandemic is a health emergency with dire consequences for those who get sick, but it's also dramatically impacting our mental health as a community. It's stressful, and I want to remind you of our community resources webpage with links to things like hotline numbers, handouts about how to cope with the stresses of this pandemic. Now about academics. With the initial closure of school and a declared return date of April 27th, we started off with an at-home learning model with activities and learning opportunities for students that were optional. In Olympia, thanks to the support of our community, we are much better equipped and positioned than most districts to do that type of work online. But now, with the governor's announcement and the declaration that schools are closed until the end of the school year, we are shifting. We have worked with our teachers to create a revised continuous learning plan, which will be starting next week. This plan is one in which we'll be tracking student participation, teaching new content, and assessing student learning to the best of our ability. This will include formal grading in our high school credit-bearing classes. All classes in the district will have this more formal assessment process in place by Monday, April 20th. More information will be coming from your schools. But for students who are listening to this means it counts. You need to do your best. We all wonder if this can be done equitably. And given the diverse circumstances our students face outside of school, it's going to be exceptionally harder for some. We know that. Our plan is going to include flexibility for our staff and pathways for our students, depending on their circumstances. But no one will be penalized for a situation that they didn't create and one that they don't control. Again, there'll be more information coming from your schools. As we look to expand and build and improve upon this distance learning model, we're going to be reaching out to you, surveying our students and our families, asking for your input on how it's going. So look for that in the days to come. I want to close by offering my thanks for everyone's patience, your understanding amidst a health crisis of a magnitude this country hasn't experienced in a century. I've seen so many acts of kindness, compassion throughout our district as our staff, students, and community members have responded to this unprecedented situation and really brought our district student learning outcomes to life. Our students are incredibly resilient, and I have confidence in their ability to rise to this challenge and move forward with their future plans. Our staff will do the same. Seniors, you have some work to do, but you will graduate because that's what we do in Olympia. We have among the highest graduation rates in the state, and the class of 2020 is going to continue that trend, I have no doubt. And to the rest of our students, we will make sure you also continue your learning. But you make sure you do your part and listen to your parents. So thank you, be well, stay healthy, wash your hands, and we'll talk again soon.